Are you struggling with persistent breakouts or clogged pores? Wondering if there's a skincare ingredient that can truly make a difference? In this current acid series on the podcast, I'm diving into the world of salicylic acid, the ultimate acne-fighting hero. We'll explore how this powerful beta hydroxy acid works from within to clear your skin, who should be using it, and how often. Plus, I'm going to share the top products and essential tips to help you incorporate salicylic acid into your routine safely. So don't miss out on unlocking clearer, healthier skin on this episode.
Do you want less wrinkles and fewer dark spots? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling clear, blemish-free skin and how to tighten my jowls? Do you wake up feeling unmotivated to do your skincare routine, overwhelmed with skincare costs, and frustrated that once you finally figured out your skincare needs, your skin changes and are left with starting over again? Hey, I'm Lindsay. I too was busy and unmotivated to do my skincare. I too felt self-conscious with my skin and wished I knew how to get my best skin yet. I wanted confidence and hydrated, tight, blemish-free skin, but I kept telling myself I didn't have the time, know-how, or resources to make it happen until I became an esthetician and created a simple skincare routine for clear, youthful skin. In this podcast, you will find quick, simple, and easy skincare solutions so that you will be loving the skin that you are in and motivated to keep up your skin routine. Grab your favorite skincare products, hit play on the podcast, and get ready for your glow up. Did you know that I have a free skincare membership filled with women just like you, busy entrepreneurs who are working hard to master their skincare routine through mastering simple steps? I share weekly skincare tutorials and product reviews every Monday, as well as offer exclusive podcast episode content, product discount codes, and so much more. So please come join us at lapreebeauty.com. That's LAPREE beauty.com, or download our app. It's Lapree Beauty, and it's either in the Apple, iOS, or Google Play Store. Download today.
First off, let's get started on how to pronounce this darn acid, okay? I'm from the South, and I want to say salicylic acid so bad. But guess what? It's not. It's salicylic. So I had to think of something that would help me with that. So think of your friend Sally, or a Sally. So think a lady named Sally. That's going to help you pronounce salicylic acid to pronounce it. So I hope that helps. So when you're asking for a product at a store, or you're talking about it with an esthetician or your friends, now you know how to pronounce it. That's what has helped me. Each week, I'm going to also give you a personal micro step of what I'm currently doing for like beauty and skin to help inspire you to do micro steps in your routine somehow to get you to your skincare goals. Okay. So I just kind of want to share with you with that. So last week I gave my retainer goal that I'm using and how I'm using it in the morning. So go and listen to that episode last week and how I'm doing that with my routine. This week I wanted to tell you about my LED light for my hair. So Current Body has this LED hair helmet, and they did gift this to me. They asked me to pick out a product from their site, and I saw that they had a LED hair helmet. And my personal pain point right now, one of them, we've got out many, but one of them is I have this patch, this little small patch. It is driving me bananas. And I got it after Ellison. So I'm trying to get that hair movement again, which I feel like I have got it moving a little bit. I've heard really, really good things about LED lights on the hair. And I was like, yes, I am going to try this. I'm so excited. I look absolutely ridiculous wearing this. And my husband literally comes and makes a face and like rolls his eyes every time he sees me wear it. But he should know better by now, because I literally have something crazy that I'm wearing every time he sees me at night. I either have an LED face mask on, I'm derma rolling, I got some kind of sheet mask on. Something's always going on with me. That is the price of beauty. And plus, hello, I'm an esthetician. That is what I do. So Current Body says that I need to use this for 16 weeks, and then I'm going to report back inside the Lapree Beauty membership. So make sure that you guys are in the beauty membership so you can see how I used it, my results, everything. This is really hard for me because I'm so tempted to use this with other items that I know will be so beneficial with this LED hair helmet and speed up the results. But I know that I feel like if I do those other things, that I'm just not going to be able to report back completely, like complete accurate results on if I just use like the LED helmet. So what I'm referring to is that I would love to use my derma roller on my scalp. It's painful. I can't use it. I'm so tempted to because I'm already doing it on my face. I just want to go up. Oh gosh. My favorite gua sha brush. And if you haven't listened to that episode, that holistic beauty episode with the founder of Snow Fox Skincare, oh my gosh, with Phoebe, the owner, she's amazing. I actually did their peppermint mask on before the show. It is divine. I mean, it's divine. It's just so lovely. I want to do like a whole show just on that peppermint sheet mask, and it's great for my rosacea. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. So that brush of hers I love, and I would normally do a hair serum along. So I would do like all of that with the LED light. But again, I just feel like I need to give the light a chance. I wanted to give you this example of a micro step that I'm using in my daily life. So I have 16 weeks to do. This helmet I put on every single night for 10 minutes. I'm proud to say that I've only skipped one night so far. And last night was the night, right before I talk about it on the podcast. But the reason is because I'm also trying out another beauty device that you are gonna want to know if this works. It's about gels, skin tightening, that turkey neck. You're going to know what that device is on the next episode. So next week, I'm going to tell you what that device is. And I had to choose last night whether I wanted to do that device or the LED helmet. And it's because I'm really trying to make a certain hard stop to go to bed at a certain hour right now, just so I can get up early and really get more done for the day. So, but anyway, I got up and I did it today. So we're back on track. Now let's talk about this wonderful acid, salicylic acid, our friend Sally. And especially if you need some assistance helping with acne prone skin. So what is salicylic acid? It's a beta hydroxy acid, or BHA for short. Unlike alpha hydroxy acids, which we learned about one last week, right? We learned about glycolic. If you didn't listen to the one about glycolic, go back and listen to that. BHAs are oil soluble. So what that means is for salicylic, it can penetrate deep into the pores to clear out that excess sebum and dead skin cells. This is what makes it excellent for acne, blackheads, and whiteheads. I also love to use it for sebaceous filaments. Those are those pesky, annoying little black dots that are on your nose, your T-zone, which is actually made of your body's natural oils. So it's completely normal to have those, by the way. And I personally really like to use those with a skin scrubber, an oscillator. And I'll tell you a little bit about that as we go on a little bit. The origins of salicylic acid, I wanted to go into that. It is derived from willow bark. So it is a natural source, just like glycolic was a natural source from sugarcane. This is a natural source. It's been used for centuries to treat various skin conditions. Its name comes from salix, the Latin word for willow tree. Today, it's widely synthesized, obviously, in labs to create the pure and potent ingredient we find in skincare products, there are just so many on the market now, which is great. Like we have all these options, which we really didn't have before. So they're in everything. Serums, toners, moisturizers. I mean, you name it, it's in there. I want to tell you how it works. So how it works is once it penetrates the skin, what it's going to do, it's going to exfoliate from within. It clears out clogged pores and it reduces that inflammation. This not only helps to treat existing breakouts, but also it's going to help prevent new ones from forming. This acid has such a unique structure because it's oil soluble. So it has the ability to penetrate and clear out clogged pores effectively. It's really known for its ability to soothe that redness and irritation. It's a go-to for those with acne-prone skin. Now, if you have oily skin, acne-prone skin, this acid is ideal for you. If you struggle with blackheads, whiteheads, or regular breakouts, this acid is great. It's definitely an ingredient you'll want to consider adding it into your routine. It's beneficial for those who also deal with keratosis pilaris. I currently have that. I've always had it. It's a condition that causes those small, rough bumps on the skin, also known as chicken skin. So I will use a product on my bumps every week actually for them. If you have dry or sensitive skin, you really need to use salicylic acid cautiously as it can be drying. Let's talk about the frequency of use for your acids. So when it comes to incorporating this acid into your routine, I want you to start slow. The same thing with the glycolic. The same thing I talked about last week, the glycolic. Start slow. You'll notice that with any strong products, retinoids, glycolic, salicylic, any acids that we're going to go over in this series, I just like to start slow. There's no rush. I would say start with 2 to 3 times a week. I'm going to lean on the 2 side, see how your skin does. And then as your skin builds that tolerance, then you can gradually increase the frequency. You don't want to overuse it because that's what's going to lead to the dryness or irritation. So pay attention to how your skin reacts and adjust accordingly. I personally like to isolate salicylic acid. So for me, for example, what I mean by that is if you're not having breakouts all over the face, then you don't need to apply it all over the face. So personally, I get sebaceous filaments quite often, and I will apply it on my T-zone only, and then I'll let it soak for a little bit. And then I'll use a skin scrubber, which is also known as an oscillator, to help. It just helps gently push out those filaments on my T-zone. It just makes your skin look clearer. I like to use the oscillator instead of my fingers squeezing it. So I don't want to squeeze my skin to death, and I don't want to stretch out that pore even further. So that's why I really like using an oscillator, or AKA skin scrubber. And if you know, it's a lot faster too, and it gets so many more out. So try it. Try that tip. See if it works best for you. I'll list the one or a one that I like because they come and go in the show notes, so you can check that out. Now, when you don't want to use salicylic acid is when you have dry skin, like if your skin is already dry or if it's already sensitive, use it sparingly because it can be really drying. If you are also using other strong active ingredients like retinoids, you may want to alternate them with salicylic because you don't want to overload your skin. You'll notice I have a trend going on in all my episodes. It's really about protecting that skin barrier, keeping it nice, protected and hydrated. You don't want to strip it too much because if you do, that's when all your problems come. God made your skin barrier to protect your skin. I know we all want to get rid of it. Just want to strip it down, but we need it. We need to protect our skin. In addition to products that you use, watch your beauty tools also. So if you're using an LED light, I would recommend alternate the night so you're using salicylic acid because that can also dry out your skin. And same thing with derma rolling, things like that. Just don't overdo it. Okay, so if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, I know there is controversy with that. So you should listen to my pregnancy episode where I went over the percentage that I use while pregnant. And I used a very minimal amount, but I did use a certain percentage. So the safety is still debated during pregnancy. And so you can listen to that episode and do what you want to do about that. I used it very, very sparingly and a very low percentage. So products that contain salicylic acid, you're going to really see them in everything. It's just like the glycolics. You're going to see them in spot treatments. You're going to see them in washes, toners, moisturizers. I'm trying to think about all the things, everything. Oh, I also get asked a lot about those overnight blemish patches, if I like them or not. And my answer to that is yes. I love those. I use them all the time. They are so great to use. They're so quick. They're so easy. And they work really well. Now, if you have breakouts that are all over the face, I would not really recommend that. It's more like spot treatments. For the other, I would use products that you would cover the face completely to help with that. Now, if you want to incorporate this into your skincare, it's pretty simple. If you're using a cleanser with salicylic acid, apply it to damp skin and just massage it in for 30 seconds or a minute. I personally prefer the minute with my cleansers So I'm going to scratch that 30 seconds. I'm going to go for the full minute and then just rinse really gently. For serums or spot treatments, apply them after cleansing and before you're moisturizing. And don't forget, same thing with the glycolics that we talked about, use sunscreen during the day, as again, salicylic can make your skin more sensitive to the sun. You notice a trend with these acids too. They're making your skin more sensitive to the sun. So you need to protect your skin after you use them. So you want to moisturize your skin. So we're removing a little bit of a barrier, and then we've got to protect it and add stuff back in. I want to tell you that I will list products that you're going to want to check out if you are interested in getting a salicylic acid. I've been an esthetician for a long time. So head to the show notes and you can see all the products that I recommend for salicylic acid. And I constantly update these, and I have some inside La Prix Beauty that I go over in details as well. All right, guys, that is a wrap on today's episode about salicylic acid. Whether you're battling acne or looking to refine your skin's texture, salicylic acid is a must-have in your skincare arsenal. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss our next episode, where we're going into another acid series, and we are going to be exploring another game-changing skincare acid, which is lactic acid. That will be on the next show. Thanks for tuning in. Stay glowy. Have a glowy week. And until next time.
Okay, my skin friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to change their skin without all of the overwhelming confusion? And before you go, I would love to send you my free 48-hour skin makeover as a gift. All you have to do is leave your review on the podcast because it really supports the growth of the show. This is my 48-hour skincare makeover guide where I will show you all of my best tips to transform your skin quickly. Perfect for when you need to look amazing in a short amount of time. All you have to do is leave your review on the podcast, take a screenshot, and then head over to lindsayholder.com/review to upload it. And then you will get instant access to the 48-hour skincare makeover guide. Again, head to lindsayholder.com/review to upload your screenshot and get access. I am so grateful for all of your support and cannot wait to hear how the podcast has supported you. Now, time to grab your favorite skincare mask and have some TLC time for yourself. I'll meet you back here on Tuesday for another episode. Until next time.